All right. Oh, what's this? What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Look at that. What everybody's been waiting for. It's here. Hey, everybody. Brandon with Bearded CB82, and we're here today with something nice. Now, this is the brand new locking flex head Capri long reach ratchets. These are their 92 technology. The set on this is the CP as in Charlie, Papa, 90 Sierra, Foxtrot, X-Ray, Lima dash set. See if we can get that there for you. So this is the full set. Now we've got a 12 and a half inch. Get this open. It's my first look. So I know a couple other folks that posted these out there as well. Comes with a 12 and a half inch locking flex head. And the one thing that it does do is it's full locking, whatever position you want, 9 positions apiece. Ooh, that's nice. Of course, same handle as their regular 90-tooth ratchets, which I'll stand by. This is the closest handle construction I've seen to snap-ons. So we got a 12 and a half inch. This is a 20 and a half inch 3/8. Yes, ladies, it is that long. And there again, locks the same. So you just push the little detent and it locks in place. Now some people are going to say, oh, well, what if I don't want it to lock? Since I've had the snap-on ones for a very long time. Yes, snap-on, you push it over to the side and then it can free float how you want. However, 80 to 90% of the time you're going to somehow flick that anyways and then it's going to lock on you anyhow. That's just what these do. And I've had this ratchet for probably close to 11, maybe 12 years, somewhere around there. And that's just what they do. And it's the same with the half inch and the 1/4 inch that I also have to compare these two. So there you go. 20.5 inches, 90 tooth. That is good. I like that. And the 25 inch, get in frame here, half inch. Same thing. Locks in place, 9 positions, which is fairly adequate. That's good too. See if you guys can hear that. Now the 3/8. That one's pretty quiet and fine. Obviously the teeth are larger in the half inch. Now the 1/4 inch. Now how does that compare to the snap-on? That's really close. 3/8. Good, the heater just turned off. Very close. And the half inch. Very, very close. Now, cost on the set is $170, $169.99 as I checked this morning. So, now you're going to say, well, that's a lot. It's a little bit. But if you look at Snap-on, I think this is $175 these days. It obviously didn't cost that when I got it. But, so, one regular 3/8 locking flex head ratchet from Snap-on's about 170, 175-ish. I believe somebody's going to be like, no, it's on their website for like $169.95 or $174.73 or something like that. So for the cost of one ratchet, you get all 3. Now, the next thing you're going to say is, how does it compare lengthwise. Well, let's check out. Let's line the heads up. Heads are fairly similar in overall. Ooh, we're like barely 3/4 of an inch shorter from one. Let's see here. Make sure we are lined up precisely where you can see right there. Okay, an inch. So this is 26 inches then. Okay, diameter of the handles. The Snap-on is just a hair thicker, like maybe a 1/16 of an inch in diameter, larger than the Capri. You're still going to be able to put this through some tests. And no torture test today for me. This is just kind of a debut of these guys, since I'm awaiting a CT scan to see if I've got a hernia. So I've been taking it easy the past few days. So yeah, needless to say, not fun. Okay. Switch orientation. Again, on, off, off. Goes in direction of force with the ratchets. My preferred. So there. They have a... This has the same style. I'll have to link up to up here to the video I did. I've had these for several months now, been using them quite often, and like I said before, this is the closest thing to Snap-on that you're gonna get, in my opinion, because Matco doesn't make theirs. Theirs is just overpriced gear wrench, and then Mac, I don't know who makes theirs, or even if they do make their own, or if it's also an overpriced gear wrench with a different handle on it. But this is what you like, or the Snap-on is what you like. This is your next closest bet. And for what you can get these 3-piece sets for, I don't think you're going to be out anything, especially if you're starting out. So, have I had the opportunity to try these early on, product testing and development? I might have had a word in on that. And I liked it then. I like it now. So, handles are themselves about the same, pretty close. And in construction and feel, like I said, it's going to be the closest you're going to get to this. Now, like I said before, yes, you can lock this one, put it away. That, with this, most of the times that I would use that was when I was doing overheads, and I had to reach in and then get to it, and then I'd push it in, and then I'd set it, get it right where I wanted it for barring the engine over. Wheel seals, I would always just, if I had to go out just a little ways, I'd lock it in place for wheel seals. There was no cattywampus back and forth. Okay, movement of the head back and forth on the Snap-on. Movement of the head back and forth on the Capri. Granted, this is a little bit worn, and you do have different style of indexes in there. This, I believe it's a dual. Yes, it is a dual tooth on the handle side that holds the teeth in place. So you're not just sticking it to one, you're getting dual action there, if I'm correct. Let's see. Yes, dual. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not. It doesn't want to focus. So movement on the head. Probably a little bit less on this than this guy. Granted, this guy has seen a little bit more action, but the teeth that lock into the indexing portions here are a little bit finer. And I've had to get those at some point or another replaced on every one of my Snap-on ratchets. A few times on this one. Excuse me. And I do have to either go track down my Snap-on man or wait till he comes to me. So you have that. Now the Snap-on long 1/4 inch, as seen here. Got this from Tarek. It's not the locking head one, but this one's been really handy. ECM, electrical components, getting up into places or up underneath the places where I might need to just break something loose, and then I can get in there with a smaller ratchet or something. Let's see how this compares in size. There's the heads. Just a little bit thicker of a head. Snap-on Capri. Length. Get that matched up there. The Capri is just the width of the blue longer, so an 1/8 inch longer at the end of the handle. That's really not a whole much difference. Lengths of the handles themselves, as I adjust them, are pretty much the exact same length. So we're just a hair taller. Here they are compared side by side-ish, maybe. Yeah. So say we're maybe a 1/16 or so wider than the Snap-on. This is a 72 tooth, this is a 90 tooth. So we'll see how that does. But still needs broke in. This one's been broke in. You guys have heard the Ratchet Gig before. So you have that width of the handle on this. Alright, as you can see, the Capri is thicker than the Snap-on. This will have some deflection to it. We'll find out later on how much deflection this has. I'm feeling it's going to be less in the handle than this. But this has never bent on me, so not bad either. So there's that for the 1/4 inch. Take the long ass 1/2 inch from Snap-on. Somebody's going to go nuts over that. And the 3/8. So I have the non-locking flex head with the updated head though on the Snap-on for the flex head, because I also have the fixed head, which is even shorter than this. Let's see how we look in comparison. Let's get these lined up. Oh, come on. Work with me. It's a little awkward. It's long. Alright, that's about good. The anvils are about lined up there. And we get over 1 inch of extra length altogether on that. Handles themselves, again, same length, same feel. Snap-on a number of years ago did redesign the head on this. For this one, prior to that, it was like this, as you can see. So how this is already designed. This is my ratcheting 3/8 breaker bar, and it's awesome, and it's worked really, really well. But it can go into vacation mode for a little while we do this. Oh yeah, so close. So there you go. Width of the shafts. Okay, the Snap-on right here, Capri here, is just a little thicker, if even. I think they're pretty darn close as far as width goes. Overall diameter, those are pretty darn close. So that's like an apples to apples comparison. The only difference being this has a locking head, this doesn't. I think that's going to be as close as you're going to get to a comparison. And out of all the ratchets that I've tried, these are the closest to these. If you're starting out and you want a long-handled 3-piece set for $170, and if you happen to be an automotive or diesel student and you have your student ID, Capri Tools, as far as I know, still has student discounts and military veteran discounts. 10% off, so $17 off. You know, that'd be $153 and a couple cents. So for between 150 to 170, depending on which end of the spectrum you're at, if you're a student, I'd say you're getting a pretty damn good deal. Now, they're going to say, yeah, but they can get the SnapOn for 50% off. You're still shelling out $80 or $90. So you're more than halfway there to this if you get your student discount. So, does come in Capri's standard, actually really tough case. Descriptions on the back for their ISO, everything else. So yeah, 12.5, 20.5, and 25 inches. 90 tooth locking flex head 3-piece set. I'll put a link down below to where you can find these on Capri's website. It'll just be on capritools.com, and it'll be right there, or I'll just put a link to their website, to their sales page for these guys. If I can find them on Amazon, I'll put those down there as well. And you can get these individually, because the part number on the 3/8, which would probably be one of your more interested in ones, or the 1/2 inch, is Charlie Papa 90 Sierra 38 Foxtrot X-Ray Lima. So there you go. If it'll focus, maybe we're too clean. Focus. Ah. Part number on the 1/2 inch, Charlie Papa 90 Sierra 12 Foxtrot X-Ray Lima. Yeah. There again. Oh. I have a habit of feeling I'll be using this one and this one eventually soon, just due to laterally where I have my pain, which comes in across here, especially down towards the one side next to the belly button. It's been a little rough, so I don't think I'm going to be using this in any extreme torque fashion too soon. Cue air compressor, but we will see. Still haunts me. So there you have it, folks. Capri's new Ratchets. 3-piece set. Locking flex head, which has been long awaited. I've gotten a lot of questions over the last 2 or so, 3 years on when they're going to come out with a locking flex head. And a lot of those were still questions with this guy, the old 72 tooth, that's still in inventory and still gets used because it's that medium length. Sometimes you want. So, yeah. So the Snap-ons get to go on vacation. Capri Tools. Now in stock. Have at it. They're still having some Christmas sales, I think. Well, it might be done by the time I get this posted for their 12 days of Christmas. But you never know when they're going to have more sales, promotions, everything else come along. So keep an eye out for them. So, like I said, I'm a ratchet whore, and I really know my ratchets because I use them daily in a shop where we're still working on class 6 and 7 equipment, and that doesn't even include the fleet of regular service trucks that we have. F350s, a 450 with a couple dump beds and a couple workbox trucks, and then all the support vehicles like cars and vans and everything else that's in the fleet that I work at currently. So, yeah. Some of us out there actually work on stuff. So, Capri Tools. There we go. Now, y'all have a fun day. Remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die. And I'm going to go have some lunch. Y'all take care.
I'm on a mission and I won't stop. Stop.